windows got adjusted.
Yeah.
Either way, the up air is better now, and Austin's already shown us that it's better than it was in Smash 4. But
Oh, yeah.
speaking of a character that's better than they were in Smash 4, a lot of people have been making some noise about Ike, Boz, and Slaps is the local Ike player here in Texas.
Yes, this is actually something I'm really excited to see. I know I've been seeing Slaps in our Discord streams or Twitch streams lately, and I know he mains Ike, and I've been seeing him do quite a bit of stuff. I think he was over at TGL, wasn't it? Or
yeah, TGL
over down
sure.
in Houston.
He likes to travel out, man.
Oh, yeah. So I'm looking to see him kind of wreck shop with this Ike. And I don't know who we have actually on the Mario side right now, but hopefully they're trying to make a name for themselves. Here we go. Already getting started. Slaps is already commanding the neutral with that nair. Really good for Ike.
It's not as much that it commands the neutral here against Pyrite, but the fact that, I mean, man, he gets a lot off of it, but Pyrite probably going to have to mix up those recoveries a little bit.
Oh, yeah, getting caught by the King Arthur, as I like to call it, with that neutral B.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Pyrite starting to find his footing just a little bit, but, I mean, you're going to have to deal with this crowbar, sir, some way, somehow.
Yeah, the big problem here in this matchup is that, like, man, Mario is going to get outranged in a half by Ike. He's got the big old sword, and really what you got to take advantage of is the fact that Mario is faster than Ike is. His moves will come out quicker, so you got to stay close and stay martial to get that advantage, but he's having trouble staying in.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely, you have a lot more advantage with your frame data and everything on the ground, but it's, when he gets you into the air like that, it can be devastating for almost anybody. Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. I get some worries, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Slaps has no worries, though. Not able to connect into that up air, though. The percents are not high enough to connect that yet. So
Literally.
Pyrite's got another lease on life, man, but...
Oh, man. And you know what? I was actually talking to Disco Bunny about this over in Arlington. It's just, short hop nair is just the main function of this character, just over and over. You want to try to abuse that just to force your opponent to make an option, and then you respond with a clean back air like that, taking the first game.
Yeah, man. I mean, Ike has got so many powerful options, and you know they're all a little bit different from the other characters. Because, like we said, you know, we've established that he's that slower character, right?
Yeah.
His moves don't come out extremely quickly, and because of that, you know, your timing can be a bit off if you switch over to Ike. And, you know, try to figure out, okay, how do I short hop neutral air? You figure out, oh, I got to wait a little bit longer to actually make an auto cancel. But the thing about Slaps is that he's been playing this character, like, forever.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, this guy knows Ike's in and outs, and now he's just like, oh, it's just the same character I've been playing, but better.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those few people who benefited from the character getting the light of love from Sakurai in this new updated Smash.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of updates, man, I mean, Patch 2.0 is here, and Ike got like a tiny little bit of a nerf. Like, he didn't get the suicide kill with the up B taken away like
I was going to
Cloud
ask,
did.
like, what all changed for Ike?
Well, that's the up B is the only thing that changed from the Aether. Is just that the meteor effect is smaller, but he can still get the kills off of it. Meanwhile, Young Link hasn't changed a bit, and that's who Pyrite's changed up to. Probably hoping to just outrange this Ike and keep Slaps from getting in because he's going to be so slow. And so far, the change already looks like it's working out a little bit. The only thing that I find interesting is that he's playing like more martially with this Young Link.
Yeah, Young Link definitely a true zoner in every single sense of the word. He can really back off and just approach using projectile coverage. And that's mainly what you want to do against sword characters like Ike. Just want to keep them out and just wait for them to expose themselves. But wow, what a great pickup right there from Slaps.
Yeah, speaking of explosive, man, Slaps will suddenly get that out on you. And that's kind of one of the things that Young Link can stuff him out from in this matchup, at least in theory, is when that boomerang comes back, or when you have the arrows out there, that'll stuff out those long moves that take a while for that frame data to catch up to where the move actually wants to come out on Ike. So, man, I don't know. I feel like playing a martial Young Link can work against an Ike, but boy, Pyrite's got to slow this game down. Like, he's got to make Ike approach him.
Yeah, and it's really hard when he's just right in your face like that every time, and you're the one that's forced to having to get stage control. But man, he almost got that pickup with that bomb confirmed, but wasn't able to fully converge off of it. And another back air right there. Very deadly from Slaps.
Yeah, once again, Slaps taking advantage of sort of a predictable rhythm here from Pyrite. I think that a lot of the moves that he's committing to is like the moment that one move ends, Pyrite says, okay, now that I'm not doing anything, I need to throw something else out. And there it works out. Throws out the boomerang, traps Slaps, and says, all right, I can get that first kill, but I feel like he just needs to mix up that timing because you can see what Slaps does right there. He hits with the Nair, and then he waits a little bit for Pyrite to do something, and he mixes up the timing on those moves.
Yeah, he doesn't even hit a button most of the time until he knows he's going to respond. Wow. I respect the attempt, and if he got it, it would have been over at that point.
The only way to guarantee the sweet spot on that is to hit the beginning of the Aether, the startup frames where you have that armor, and then you'll be able to drag that young Link down with you.
Yeah, I was going to say, not as favorable as Crom's Aether. Wow! Oh, but not enough to reach back to the ledge, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it looked like Pyrite actually fast fell with the bomb. Probably figured that, like, oh, it's not going to go off, and then when it did go off, because he fast fell, he just barely didn't have enough height to make it back to the ledge.
Yeah.